Okay, it's day 9 on the PCT. Headed to Mike's place to get water and potentially recharge my power bank. So my phone has a full charge right now. I'm good there, but the power bank needs to be recharged. So it's just about just under 6 miles to Mike's place. So yeah, that's the plan for this morning. And then after that, I'd like to go another 15. I'd like to hit another 20 today. So that's the plan. Still fighting whatever infection I have, whatever this is. I don't know. Slept really good last night, but I can tell I'm still dealing with whatever it is. So yeah, just keep pushing. Here we go. All right, left Mike's place about an hour ago. Got some water, had some food, got a chance to recharge my power bank. Well, a little bit anyway, not the whole way. But it was great. I got to see Will, I saw Becca, I saw Verena, I saw Ben, and I met John and Mac. And so that was cool. Got to see some familiar faces and meet some new people. Really enjoying hiking by myself here. And boy, the campsite last night was so nice. Nice and cool. Just felt great. And it felt nice to be there by myself and just to have some solitude. It was really nice. So if you just saw that last clip, I think we were looking at Mount San Jacinto. Ooh, we got a lot of Indian paintbrush right here. They're so beautiful. In San Jacinto in 4 days. And so I'm thinking, yesterday was my first 20-mile day, and I'm feeling so much better. My feet are feeling so much better. So originally the idea was to camp on San Jacinto, to get into camp in the afternoon or the early evening, to camp somewhere on San Jacinto and then meet up with family the next morning. But if I can put in 3 more 20-mile days, I could theoretically take the tram down to Palm Springs and Zero, and shower, laundry, Chipotle. So that's my new plan, and so I'm kind of hoping I can make that work. It would be really nice to take the tram down in Zero. I know everybody's headed to Idlewild. So, I'm kind of, I love seeing people on the trail, but the big bubble, it's a lot of energy, and it kind of takes it out of me. And so I think I'd much rather do it on my own. Zero on my own. And so right now that's the working plan anyway. So today, tomorrow, and then the third day, day 3, 20 miles each day. That gets me to San Jacinto, and then take the tram down and Zero, and then the next day spend with family. So that's the plan right now. We'll see if it comes to fruition, but yeah, kind of liking that idea. All right. Oh my God. About 17 miles in for the day. Got just over 3 miles left to get to camp here. So it looks like I'm going to make it for another 20-mile day. Feels really good to get that done and stay on pace for this plan that I have to zero. And I think it's Palm Springs. So, yeah. I don't really have much more to say other than I'm really tired. And 3 miles couldn't get here fast enough. Whoa, big swarm of something. Let's get through these guys. All right. So, filled up at, I think it's called Tule Spring. Ugh, foul. I mean, the water's so nasty. And, I mean, drinking it is like, you gotta almost force it down. It's pretty bad. But, don't have a choice. And, had to fill up 5 liters. Probably only needed 4 liters, but I'll use that 5th liter to dump on myself at some point. But yeah, this carrying all this water is heavy. It's deceptively heavy. But yeah, I think everybody has the same idea about that spring. It's amazing that it's there and it's flowing. But my God, is it nasty. It tastes so bad. But anyway, that's life on the trail, I guess. Yeah, so another successful day getting through the miles. My feet are starting to cooperate. They're feeling much better. Whatever infection this was that I had, that's starting to cooperate. I feel much better. So things are looking up. Tomorrow, from camp, it's about 10 miles to Paradise Valley Cafe. And that's one of the hot spots along the trail that people say that they just love. So, yeah, can't wait to get a burger and some ice cold Diet Coke. That sounds amazing. So that'll be the plan tomorrow, about halfway through the day, to get to Paradise Valley Cafe and then push on from there, do another 10 miles, hit the 20 for the day, call it a night, and then one more 20-mile day, and that should be it to San Jacinto. But, ooh, the climb. I have no idea what to expect with this climb. So, yeah, we'll see how things go. But for now, all's good, and I'll check in when we make it to camp. All right, welcome to the morning of day 10. Last night was actually turned out to be fine, but the water that I got from the spring, God, what's the name of the spring? I can't remember the name of the spring right now. Anyway, I started throwing it up as soon as I got into camp. I tried to drink some water before I went to bed, and it started coming up, and I said, twice it happened, and I tossed it all. I tossed all the water. I have just a little bit left that I filtered with electrolytes in it, but I'm not going to drink it. I'm just keeping it. It's like 1/3 of a liter maybe. I'm just keeping it to rinse my mouth out. If I start to get thirsty, which I am, just rinse my mouth out with it just to trick my mind a little bit. I've got I think it's 3.5 to get to a hostel, or to get to the turnoff to a hostel. The hostel has water, showers, soda, has food. Yeah, so I'm gonna head there just to get water, and a soda sounds really good. And then it's gonna be about an hour that it's gonna add to my day. It's gonna add another mile to my day. It sounds like it's really steep to get in and out of this hostel, but boy, it's worth it. If they have potable water, ooh, it's worth it. So that's the plan. I'm just leaving camp right now. Go get some water at the hostel. Get a cold soda. If they have, a cold soda would be even better. And then get out of there. Get to Paradise Valley Cafe. And have some good food. And yeah, so that's the plan for this morning. Day 10 on the PCT. All right, made it to I think it's called the Little Bear Hostel. Oh, I needed that so bad. So I hadn't had any water since Tule Spring yesterday. I want to say that was about 4 p.m. I think about 4 p.m. And got my fill at the spring, and then I couldn't drink anymore after that. My body just rejected it. I just couldn't do it. And so last night, slept without water, no food. This morning, got up, beat the sun, and I think it was 3.6 miles to get off trail to go to the hostel. The hike down to the hostel was brutal, and the hike out was brutal. But the hostel itself, water, bathroom, and they had an outdoor shower, but it was, as far as I know, it was just hot water, and there's no way. It's just too hot today. But inside, they had a cooler stocked with drinks. I had, the Gatorades were like the little kids, I call them the kid-sized Gatorades. I had 3 Gatorades and 3 Cokes, ice cold. And oh my God, I think that saved me. I'm not kidding, like, that saved the day for me. There's no way I would have made it past there. I just, I mean, that was probably, I don't know, 15 hours without water, something like that. And, I don't know what I would have done without that hostel. Absolutely brutal hike, down and out, but I didn't have a choice. I had to. I didn't have a choice. So now I'm pushing for Paradise Valley Cafe. Got about another somewhere like 4.5 miles left to PVC, and hopefully I'll be able to eat. I haven't been able to eat. Well, I got a bag of chips. They had snacks there at the hostel. I did one small, I mean the smallest bags they make. A small little bag of Cheetos. I couldn't even finish it. I just feel awful. But I'm hoping with all that Gatorade and those Cokes and all the water that I drank, that my body will perk up, and by the time I get to PVC, I'll be hungry and be able to put down a burger. So, yeah, can't wait for that. Made it to Paradise Valley Cafe. Oh my God, this was just the hardest thing ever. Today was so hard. And I didn't know if I was going to make it. It was just, I had no energy. I haven't had any food. I mean, I ate yesterday morning and then had a couple of snacks before hitting Tule Spring, and really haven't had anything to eat since then. So I just didn't have any energy today. No food to energize me. So today was just rough. I mean, the kind of rough that I just was not ready for it. That was the hardest day ever. I started the day ahead of everybody. And when I say everybody, I mean a group of 20 plus. There's It's kind of a bubble of maybe 20, 25 people. I started the day in front of everyone. I finished the day behind everyone. And it was only 10 miles for me. The whole day was only 10 miles, but that was the hardest 10 miles I've ever done in my life. And made it here to Paradise Valley Cafe and put down the best burger and French fries and a salad. Lots of water, lots of ice cold water. And so my God, I feel so much better now. It's exactly what I needed. So I'm staying here tonight. They let you camp here. They gave me the bathroom key. These people are so great. There's an outlet to charge up. It's just awesome. I'm the only one staying here tonight. It sounded like others were going to stay, but it seems like half the people got a ride or hitched into Idlewild. And I think maybe like a dozen or 15 people are going to zero in Idlewild tomorrow. And then the rest pushed on more miles after food today. So good for them, man. I wish I could have, but I just, wow, that was a rough day. I mean, to the point where I was ready to tap out. I really was thinking about it. But I remember what they told us back at Cleef, which was don't make those kind of decisions on hard days. Because you're going to have them. You're going to have great days too, but you're going to have some really hard days. And today was just unimaginably hard. I just had no idea that I was going to have a day where I struggled like this, particularly this early on. But when you're throwing up the only water that you have, and then once I ditched the water, I knew that I couldn't eat, because the moment I put anything in my mouth, I get thirsty, and I'm like, I can't drink after that. And with the vomiting, food just was, it was just disgusting. Everything was disgusting. But made it here to PVC, had such an awesome meal, got to catch up with everybody, and wish them well as they went off. And now I'm here for the night. I get to sleep in a little bit in the morning. This place opens at 8 a.m., so I'll have a nice breakfast in the morning, get some more food in my belly. And then the plan is for 16 miles tomorrow on day 11. Yeah, so that's the plan. So that's it for now. End of day 10. Worst day ever. And I'm so glad it's over. Good morning. Day 11 on the PCT. I stayed at Paradise Valley Cafe last night. I'm feeling much better after getting some food in me yesterday, and had a really good night's sleep. So this morning, they open in about half hour here, so get some good breakfast this morning, and then back on the trail. Plan today is 16 miles. Yeah, 16 miles today, 16 miles tomorrow is the plan. Yeah, that's it for now. I'm going to get some breakfast and see you on the trail. All right, day 11 out here on the PCT. My God, do I feel good. Oh, I feel so much better today. Thank goodness. Yesterday and the day before was just awful. Just the most kind of awful that I could have ever imagined. But today I got a great meal in my belly yesterday. Just had a big breakfast this morning. And got my mojo back. So let's go. a few hours into the day, and things just really started to change. Up into the pines here, and wow, I'm seeing ferns for the first time on the trail, and wow, this is beautiful, just beautiful, and a lot of shade. There's a cactus. Crazy to me how there's cactus and ferns growing together. But wow, this is just beautiful. And oh, nice amount of shade. Really gives you a break from the sun. It's not too hot today. I think, I want to say the high was going to be somewhere right around 80. But well, you hit these shady spots like what's coming up here, and just feels like another world, or like a different day or a different time of year. It's oh my God, that feels so good. Oh, more. Yeah, I want more of this. Oh, this is so nice. Nice breeze going right now in the shade. Anyway, awesome day. Night and day from the last couple days I had on trail. I'm moving really well today. Nothing really hurts that bad. I mean, I think my feet are just getting accustomed to the work. I still have some nasty looking blisters. I mean, ugh, they look horrific. But once I get walking, it's like you just kind of forget about it. Anyway, yeah, really nice day. I'm gonna enjoy all this shade while I can. I know it's not gonna last forever, but wow, this is really nice right now. I think this is my new favorite flower. They smell like grape soda. Really incredible. Ooh, these bees are fighting. What a flower. Just beautiful. Tail end of a rattler going into the rocks. All right. How pretty is that? It's like somebody just landscaped the trail right here. So nice. Just made the trek off trail about a mile to Cedar Springs. Oh, these off trail adventures to go get water, it just takes everything out of you. But I will say, wow, that water's good. It's cold, it's clear, it's crisp. That is some delicious water. What a departure from 2 days ago. My God. I drank as much as I possibly could. I'm carrying out 3 liters. Next water source, once I get back to the trail, next water source that I'm going to go to is about 15 miles away, Tahit's Creek. And that's going to be flowing really nice. So I'm going to dry camp tonight. Only got about 3 miles left till I get to camp. With the mile walk back from Paradise Valley Cafe to the trail, and with this 2 miles that I'm adding for water, it's going to be a 17-mile day. And then tomorrow to the tram at San Jacinto, it's another 17-mile day. So that's the plan. I'm about to drop my water. Just made it to camp here on day, I don't even know what day it is, 11? 12? Alright, just made it to camp here on day 11. It's about 7:20, 17 miles today. Only 14 miles on trail, but 17 miles in total. I was wondering when I was going to get here. The trail just kept going and going and going. But I finally made it, and this campsite is awesome. So, yeah, you can't really see it, but Palm Desert is down there. I can see a bunch of houses and stuff down there. Palm Desert's down there. And this is where I'm camping tonight. This is pretty cool. Yeah, got it all to myself. Nice camp spot. Beautiful view. Trail is back up there. Just a small steep descent to get down here. And yeah. So that's it for day 11 on the PCT. This is mile 165.8. And tomorrow the plan is to do another 17, get to the tram at San Jacinto, take the tram down to Palm Springs, and 0 in Palm Springs. Yeah, so that's it for now. My feet are just bad, really bad. And it got to the point where on the climb today, I decided to take out my trekking poles for the first time, because I was going to send them home tomorrow. I was going to send the trekking poles back tomorrow. I have not once used the trekking poles, not one time. And I took them out today for the first time, and they pretty much saved me today. So I'm kicking myself right now going, what the hell were you thinking, you dum-dum? Why didn't you just use the trekking poles earlier? That's just my stubborn nature. I really wanted to hike the trail the way that I like to hike, which is just on my feet. But the trekking poles really saved me today. So I will not be sending them home. I will be using trekking poles. The end. Good night. That's a lot of termites. Welcome to day 12 on the PCT. Got about a 6 a.m. start this morning. Slept great last night. That was such a nice campsite. On far out, a few people had complained of a mouse or a rat. I didn't notice anything. Just kept everything in my tent. Set up the tent without the vestibule last night, and had a nice view of the stars. And it was a nice cool breeze. It was just a beautiful night, and just probably my favorite camp spot of the PCT so far. It was really great. That was mile 165.8. It's a little hard to get down in there. It's very steep and rocky to get down there, but once you get down there, oh, what a nice spot that was. This morning had several blowdowns to deal with, and I don't know if there's any more. And so my pack is, I just have my shoulder straps on because I've had to take my pack off a few times with these blowdowns. But it looks clear now. Things look clear, so I think we're good. The plan is to get to Taquit's Creek. I've got about 11 miles to get there, and about 3,500 feet of climb, I think it is. that's going to be a really nice spot to get to. I've only got about 1.5 liters. Yeah, about 1.5 liters of water left. And there's a spring in about 3 miles, but it's off trail again. I'm not doing it. I'm just not doing it. So I'm going to conserve the water. I cameled up before I left. I have 1.5 liters left. So yeah, that's the plan. To Keats Creek in about 11 miles. And then I'm going to jump off the PCT from there and head to the tram on San Jacinto, which is about another 7 miles, I want to say, 6 or 7 miles, to get to the tram from Keats Creek. So that's the plan for today, and beautiful day, so let's get to it. Taking a break here. I'm about 5.5 miles into the day, and oh my God, this is just, what the hell? I hope this is as hard as this gets. This is so hard today. Up here, about 7,000 feet, and I can tell because it just sucks the wind out of me. I just can't get my breath. No altitude sickness, nothing like that. Just a slog. Oh, I think I'm averaging right now about 1 mile per hour, which is just embarrassing. But holy smokes. So the plan was to do 17, it's actually more like 18 miles today to get to the tram. And it's looking like that's going to be about a 17 or 18 hour day. And I just don't think I have it in me. Yeah, I don't know. This is the low point for sure. These last few days have been just so hard. But found a nice cool spot here in the shade. And gonna take a quick break, get some water, and keep pushing. All right, the last time you saw me was day 12 on the climb up San Jacinto, and I was in rough shape. I was really struggling. I started the day with 1.5 liters of water. I had 11.5 miles to go to get to Keats Creek, and it took me 12 hours. I started the day at 6 a.m. and I didn't even make it to Keats Creek in 12 hours. So what happened was my battery started running low on my phone. I was getting a little nervous because my battery bank was dead. My phone was getting low, and so I didn't want to record anymore. I want to make sure that I had my phone available to make any kind of call or text or whatever I needed to do. The climb was just insane. I just was not, I wasn't prepared for it. I overestimated what I could do for the day. I underestimated the amount of water that I would need for the day. And so day 12 was a very rough day. I was throwing up all the way up the mountain, and dry heaving. Nothing was coming up. I was trying to keep water down. I really was having trouble with that, and so it was definite heat exhaustion, overexertion. I mean, all of the above. No altitude sickness. It wasn't the altitude that it was doing that to me. It was definitely the heat and me underestimating the amount of water that I was going to need for the day and the amount of miles that I could put in. The blowdowns were no joke. There were so many blowdowns that you had to either go over, under, up and around, down and around. And this is all on a very steep climb. So 11.5 miles, not even 11.5 miles, about 11 miles took me 12 hours. At 6 p.m., I finally was, I think I was within about 0.7 miles of Keats Creek, and I'm just slogging along, kind of limping my way there, and all of a sudden I look to my left and there's this patch of snow that's the size of like a small child. I mean, the tiniest little patch of snow on the side of the trail. And I literally dropped to my knees and I just started shoveling snow in my mouth. And it immediately started cooling my internal temperature, which was a really good thing. I just ate as much of the snow as I possibly could. Then I kept going. I found another patch of snow, did the same thing. Then I kept going, found another patch of snow that was big enough that I could actually lie down on. And so I lied down on the patch of snow just to cool my temperature again. And then made it to Keats Creek about 6:30 p.m. And I drank my fill. That was the coldest, cleanest, most delicious water I've ever had in my life. And my God, what a godsend that was. So from Keats Creek, I decided there, hey, I'm just going to camp. So I went about another quarter mile up the creek, down the creek. I went about another quarter mile down the creek. Found a nice spot to camp at alongside the creek. Set up camp, took my shoes off, put my feet in the water, which was unbelievably painful because of how cold the water is there. It's all snow melt, but at the same time, it was so refreshing. So that was day 12. It was just 11 and a half miles from camp to camp, 11 and a half miles. That's it. But it took me over 12 hours to get it done. The next morning, day 13, I woke up. I did 7 miles to the tram at San Jacinto, and then took the tram down. Got a room here at the Inn at Palm Springs, which is the most amazing. These people are really something. I mean, this was a guts. This is the best. This is the best stay I think I've ever had in my life. These guys are really something. They did my laundry for me. I didn't even ask. I asked the guy where the closest laundromat was. He said, "Don't worry about it, man. Just put your clothes in a bag outside the door. We'll take care of it." So I can't thank these guys enough. Complimentary sodas. I think he knew I was in pretty rough shape, so they've really been treating me great here. They got a pool, which is really nice. 7-Eleven next door, so I can get I got a million Gatorades. Anyway, that night, so that was the night of day 13. I met family here, so I got to go back up the tram, have dinner at Peak's restaurant, which was incredible. My God, I had a Waldorf salad and I had duck for dinner and chocolate cake for dessert. Oh my God, was that good. But I'm back down at the inn. This is my second zero now. So I zeroed on day 14. Today's day 15. I'm zeroing again. That wasn't the plan. The plan was to zero yesterday and then get back on trail today. But I had to order some things from Amazon, backpacker meals, and I had to order a new headlamp because I lost my headlamp, I think, at Paradise Valley Cafe in the bathroom. I think I left it in the bathroom overnight. Anyway, yeah, so I have a package coming that hasn't arrived yet. It's already noon here today after checkout time, so I got the room for another night. Just waiting on the package, and then it'll be back up the tram and back on the trail tomorrow. So that's it for days, I think that was 10. Yeah, day 10 through, what are we at, 15 now? Yeah, anyway. It's been a nice day here. I'm going to continue to relax and back on the trail tomorrow. I'll see you then.